Good.
Organization, are you just on your own, or?
I'm on my own.
Okay. PHP just called us to come by and talk to you. They said people are being distracted by you waving your sign. How long are you going to be here today?
Couple hours.
Couple hours? Okay.
Yeah, nobody's weaved or anything. I haven't heard any brakes.
Okay.
I've heard honking. I've seen thumbs up. I've seen fingers. It's the usual stuff.
The usual stuff.
See? There's really no law against me doing this, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, there isn't. I mean, we do this all the time, and we're about to do it nationally.
I saw there was a group here a while ago.
Buddy of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're about to do it nationally.
Okay.
And I kind of want to get people used to the idea.
Of you guys being here.
And also being alone. I like to give them an impression that you can do it alone.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. What's your name?
My name.
Okay.
Got no problem with you checking me out completely.
All right.
I've been homeless for 5 years.
Okay.
This is why I'm here, because every day the news is just worse. So I appreciate you stopping.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Problem is you're affecting traffic.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No.
You're getting complaints from people on the freeway.
That's because they don't like my sign.
Well, they probably can't even read it. It's so small.
They can read it.
You know?
I got a feeling you don't like the sign.
Well, I don't think so.
I'm running for governor.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing.
The city is in charge of this bridge.
Right, you cannot stand on the freeway overcrossing because you're affecting traffic. Okay? That's the problem. You're a visual hazard to this traffic.
I've been here for 3.5 hours
You know what?
already.
We've been busy, sir, and we're short-handed.
Well, I've had
you're not allowed,
two cops stop here today already.
You're not allowed to.
And the Caltrans guy.
Well,
You give me the ordinance and I'll leave.
so you have to leave. I'm giving you an order to leave.
You got to give me the ordinance that you're going by.
You know, how about I roll my supervisor record? I'm standing on 92.
That's fine.
One minute.
I believe I have the right to be here.
Yeah, when we roll a supervisor over here for this, it's a protest. Refusing to leave. So you just roll them over. Don't put it.
No, I just need an ordinance that says I can't be here. I'm not refusing to leave. I know I have rights to be here.
Requesting a supervisor. Let my boss come out here.
That's fine. Because I believe I have the right to be here,
I'm telling you, sir, you don't.
Well, I don't think you're right, dude. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal.
I know. You seem like a nice guy.
Well, I'm running for governor because I am a nice guy. And this state's going to hell. And a lot of it's because these people out here don't know what the hell's going on with their country.
See, now with me standing out here with you, it's really affecting traffic. But you, like I said, we've gotten, I think, 3 calls on you already.
That's understandable. Because people hate this sign. And that's why they're slowing down, is because you're here. So
what are the T-bags for?
I'm part of the Tea Party group that loves our country and wants lower taxes and less regulations. While we're here, I want to tell you I appreciate your service and you wearing that pin.
Appreciate it. Our number on this Charles 548-7077. Just put it on my way. Was it 1039 S2?
Yeah, see, they want the country to go to hell. It's about 80% positive and 20% negative.
Well, see, the problem is they're looking at you up there. They're going to not look at the car in front of them, and if traffic stops,
there hasn't been one accident, one skid, one nothing.
We've been lucky.
Let's say that if a girl was walking across here in a bikini.
Hang on.
Well, look how slow the traffic is now, folks, because the policeman's here, and over there it's moving again. So they're stopping because there's a CHP here. This is the first slowdown all day. Thank you, bud. One finger and all those other waves and honks in one finger so far. I really appreciate you slowing them down for me, bud. Yeah, the traffic was flowing real good until Mr. Policeman got here. Wasn't one wreck. They don't have somebody that knows all the laws there that can save you some time?
Supervisor's coming anyway, so.
Oh, that'll work.
To tell you the truth, most of the time when I tell people to leave, they leave, so.
I understand. I appreciate it. I'm not a hard ass.
I mean, my boss might get here and then have me write you a ticket, so I've just...
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, if you can...
Like I said, I know it is a violation.
Well, I haven't been...
I can't mind it because, like I said, normally people, when we tell them, they just leave and they go about their way. You know?
Well...
So he might come out here and say, no, you need to write me a ticket.
I think the difference, officer, is advertising and political statements. That's the difference.
Here's the thing, even like during the presidential elections,
yeah.
You never see the banners up, because right when we see them, we take them down.
That's advertising.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
I'm doing it for my country, not for a man. I'm doing it for my country.
But you said you're running for governor.
Well,
you can't come up here if you're running for mayor.
No. Okay. This side is what I'm showing them.
Right, but you can't come out here and run for mayor and stand on the overcrossing if it's
So I'm
just telling you, you might get a ticket out of this.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm homeless and I don't have food in my refrigerator, so
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
A ticket is not going to do me a bit of good, and it's probably going to get some bad press for the state. Well, he can ask me to leave and show me the ordinance, and I will leave. I think it's...
You might be leaving with a ticket. Like I said, we'll see what he says.
Now you see, if I just leave without being told why I'm supposed to leave, that's not me doing my part. I've seen American flags up here many times. Dude, I know you're a good guy. You're just doing your job and you're being told by a bunch of dwarfs somewhere in some silly room what to do. Officer, I'll tell you what I'd be happy to do. I'd be happy to have you accompany over to my vehicle so that we can get this traffic sped back up. I'm right over here in this parking lot.
That's fine.
All right. Thanks, guys.
you know, I appreciate you at least seeing that.
Oh, I hate being in that.
Well, that's what.
I hate being in that, but that's the first time all day it's slowed down.
Yeah.
I got video from different times of the day. It has, and I've been counting cars. 150 cars a minute. That doesn't pack up.
What do you do for a living?
I used to be a general contractor.
Yeah. What happened? No work? I mean, nothing.
Everybody's leaving this state. All the Mexicans are here. Everything's printed in Spanish.
Right.
I can't compete. And I've been homeless for 4 years.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I've been in this town for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I got to shake your hand right off the bat, bud, because I see you're a pretty cool guy. I hope we don't get these guys pissed at me.
I don't want to write you a ticket, sir. I want, maybe my boss can explain.
No, I just need an ordinance.
That's why you never, and I
just need an ordinance.
Say, I've got it, I'm not exactly sure if that's the right one, but he might know.
Well,
I'll tell you, that's why when you're driving, you don't see people with banners, because it affects traffic. Maybe not now. Traffic speeds up a little bit, and all it takes is one guy to slam on his brakes while looking at you, and the old lady doing 75 miles an hour, not paying attention, slams right into it, and then
that's her fault.
I know, but how would you feel?
I would feel awful, but that's her fault.
Right, but you'd feel bad if somebody got killed.
I would, and that's why I didn't bring a big sheet out here that I could drop.
Out there, like I said, we've got 3 or 4 calls, probably more. We'll be standing there.
And like I said, the Carlsbad was here, Caltrans was here.
It's not their worry. It's the overcrossings are Highway Patrol.
Are they really?
Yeah. Yep. They're part of the, they're, because it affects the freeway. So.
Well, I had no idea that it was part of not the city's job.
It's our job to make sure.
Well, you probably know that one.
You can walk across them. You can't be up there and affecting traffic. Whether it's, So no other work you can do, huh? I mean,
oh, dude, I've been in the same town, Vista, since 1985, and I've got a lot of long-term clients that just call me.
Yeah.
They're all dying.
Really?
They're broke. My richest client is broke, and people are leaving here like crazy.
Yeah.
And every construction, every place I buy my materials, full of little short arm guys. And I cannot compete, and they're going door to door knocking and stuff, and I had to take my yellow pages out as soon as I lost my house because it was $200 a month. I couldn't afford that, and the work's dried up. I mean, it's just dried up. It's just no. I mean, look, here's a gas station that's been open for ever since I've been here. I don't know
how many times this place has changed ownership.
I know.
I mean, it's constantly.
I know, and it's just drying up. It's just a shame. That's why. That's what my sign reads. My hat. That's what's on my mind.
Right.
It's just crazy. And then the Supreme Court this morning.
Yeah,
I mean, Jesus, come on. And these people are just content getting a paycheck. And all I do is 16 hours a day blogging and, like I say.
So you're getting paid for that?
No. You know how many donations I've gotten in 4 years? Less than $2 grand.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are you doing for money?
Not much. I barely make it. This has been a bad month because I had a lot of website bills yearly come due, kind of wiped me out. Fewer calls than normal. The client that I'd been counting on said, well, we've done everything we can, And my mom, she hired me a couple weeks ago, and she's on a fixed income.
Yeah.
She gets $1,100 a month after working 45 years for GE, and I know illegals that get $2,700 a month for doing nothing. That's the problem around here, and nobody really cares as long as they get a paycheck. So, did we get it sped up?
Yeah, let's wait over here till my boss comes.
Yeah, look, it's going 70 again.
See, now we jump out there and then we're going to cause a big accident.
I won't.
I'd almost rather them be going 10 miles an hour because then I'm going to get a huge crash. But he'll explain to you why you can't be out there.
That's fine. I'll be happy to listen. Because we're going to nationwide.
Yeah.
We're drumming up the support to do it nationally.
Cool.
Because it's anything. I was in it.
It's your right to do that.
Well, it was. We were in Arizona. I was in Arizona, and they were bringing the Veterans Wall by. the Vietnam vets were all by, and Jesus, I mean, I got video of that. There was 500 people standing on the bridge with flags and.
Now, something like that, you know, one-time thing. We have funerals. You know, that's different. But I mean, everyday traffic. Out there, you're going to be called. So you're going to call us.
It's no different, man. The country's still going to hell.
I know.
Country's still going to hell, and I got a shock. I got to do the shock value. You know, people really just don't care. You know, and that's why the hat's so goofy.
A lot of people care.
They do,
you know?
But do they care enough to stand up?
Yeah.
No. Do they care enough to send me a donation so I can afford gas? No, I'm on empty. You know, it's just constant battle. So, like I say, it's about. I hate to have your supervisor have to have the hassle of coming out for me.
That's his job.
Well,
he'll explain it. He'll probably know.
Is he as cool as you?
Yeah, he's one of my good friends.
All right.
One of my good buddies.
All right. See, because the reason I'm this insistent is because if I have people show up to stand with me just holding a flag, I don't want them to get in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, just that simple.
You can do it like in town. You can go in these streets. You can go on Coast Highway. There's a intersection down there, Tamarack and 5.
I do.
He doesn't care as long as you're not affecting traffic.
I do it all the time, and I quite honestly,
it's real dangerous.
Quite honestly, Mr. Flynn or Officer Flynn, the traffic hadn't slowed down once until you got there.
Until I got there. Because then they think, oh, we're going to videotape. You know, they're going to get some kind of.
Oh, they're going to get you beating me up.
Exactly. Everybody wants to get something on YouTube. You know?
Oh, I know. But, you know, I had the one Carlsbad officer stop. She would talk to me for 3 minutes, got my name, went about her way. I said, now, as far as I know, this is legal. Do you know? And she goes, no, I don't know. And that was 3 hours ago, so I figure they've checked it out.
Right.
But
yeah, like I said, we've been so busy. That's why we haven't had a chance to come over. We've had other calls coming up.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable. I'm just a safe guy, you know. Standing out here.
Like a reasonable guy. Yeah. I don't want to cause an accident.
Dude, I am.
Seriously.
I've been to DC. Been to DC 4 times. Drove 40,000 miles all around the country with the Tea Party Express to their events. I've got 145 events in my belt.
Wow.
Yeah. So I stood and talked with police officers, veterans, homeless. I've talked with everybody, man, and they just can't imagine why everybody's being so stupid about this when every day you see a new occurrence of something being taken away. And it's just nuts. You know, so I've met senators. Joe Arpaio loves me. He wanted to hire me, and I said, well, if I lived in Arizona, you know, he says, where do you live? I go, California. He says, what are you doing all the way over here? I said, well, there's an event, and I'm here, you know. So he loves me, and he comes in and reads my blog about every week. And Senator, I met Senator Flake, who his name's appropriate.
Yeah, well, you got ISA right over here.
I'm at his office all the time, and he's real busy. And I've been saying, buddy, any way I can to help you. And he lets me post my stuff on his page, which is, you know, great. That gets my, you know, thoughts out there to everybody. But no, I hate. Oh, geez, I just noticed that. Yum. No, I hate to be a hassle to the police, but you show me the ordinance, I'll look it up, I'll read up on it. I have some legal friends that will look at it too, and we'll see. And you know, if you guys got sent out here because I'm not supposed to be here, then maybe you guys are right. There was 2 weeks ago, there was like 30 people on this bridge with flags and everything. See,
well, they'll call us out and we'll be out here.
Well, did you guys hassle them?
I probably wasn't working. I don't remember the call. But I know, like, during the elections, anytime any, like, Greenpeace, anybody even tries to hang a banner, we got to go and take it off. We're a little more sensitive to, like, up in, like, San Clemente, Orange County, where they have the Marines coming home. The Marines are welcome home, Daddy. That we leave on for a day or so. But, you know, because the troops coming home.
Good for you.
But technically they can't, because if anything affects traffic, it can't be up. So.
Well,
because I got to do the paperwork when they crash. I don't want to do paperwork.
I know. I don't want anybody to crash. But that's inattention. You know, that's not really I mean, they could be reading that big ass sign that says, "Thanks for driving slow" on the back of that truck, and run into it.
Right. No, you're exactly right. It just kind of adds to it.
Well,
should be here any minute.
I spent 30 grand doing this and ran out of money because people just didn't. There's too much to support. You know, there's thousands of people out there like me, and bigger groups with a little bit more money. And I started with nothing, put it all on credit cards, filed bankruptcy 3 years ago. You know, it's just, you know, and I'd rather be working. I'd rather be working.
You know, anything just to get back up on your feet.
Well, yeah. You know? I mean, I charge an hour, and that gets me on my feet like that, you know. And now I got a $250 bill that was due Monday. I couldn't pay it. Now it's got a late fee on it, you know. It's.
Yeah, I know. That's like a snowball once it starts going.
Well, and then you guys let illegals go. That's what's the real crapper. You guys call ICE, and ICE says, "Oh, we know the ordinance.
Better about coming.
Let them go."
But we're not allowed to enforce, you know, immigration.
That's just that makes that makes them feel free to walk around and blend in, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
What year's that been? Nice looking van.
04.
04?
Been all over the country.
Yeah.
I put 40,000 miles on it, and it only had 40 on it, so now it's... Okay, so I'm standing there with Officer Flynn for a total of about 1 hour, and his supervisor never did show up. Another officer on a motorcycle bike showed up and thought he had the proper citation number, whatever hell, of 22520.5 in parentheses A and then V.C. And he thought that was it, and I read it. It was sort of an abridged version, and it mentioned soliciting and display, and that was as close as it got to me. And you know, it didn't really fit, so I asked for his supervisor's name, which he gave me, and I needed to run some errands over that way, so I decided to stop by CHP. And I'm glad I did. I met the sergeant in charge, and I said, well, you know, I appreciated Officer Flynn's behavior, and I did have a problem, though, because he didn't seem to know what law I was breaking, and when they came up with it, it didn't read like I was breaking the law. So he spent about a half hour at his desk looking in the big Bible book thing, and he decided that I was in the right, that they had mistakenly told me to leave. So I decided that I wasn't really expecting that. So I decided that, well, so if that's the case, and I had told the restaurant owner where I parked and the other officers that I wouldn't be coming back, don't worry about me. And so I said, you know, since that's the case, why don't you do me a favor and tell these guys that I'm going to be back, and don't be hassling me anymore. And he said he would. He said he'd put a note in their, you know, whatever, email, pigeonhole, I don't know how they communicate over there. But I'm pretty darn happy today. I feel like $1 million. I wish I was worth that much.